Who do you want us? Who do you want to sponsor us if we ever?
Liquid Death.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. Liquid Death.
Yeah.
Or Manscaped. Manscaped is a pretty like. Everyone fucking
does Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
This is the funnest night ever.
Yeah, quit yanking our anuses. Two people get together, do something social, have a few drinks, yada yada yada.
It's called Two Brothers. Two Brothers. It's just called Two Brothers.
All right, welcome to Two Brothers. I am Alberto.
I am Alberto.
And welcome to Two Brothers.
Yeah.
Listen, guys. Okay,
Oh
we've been playing a lot of stuff, right? We've been doing a lot of things.
Well, so you're gonna jump right to it.
And we've been reading a lot of comic books. So we figured, fuck it. We'll just talk about what we've been
reading,
what we've been reading, what we've been playing. Okay. Maybe if we get time, what we've been watching.
Sure.
Because it is spooky season. So we have seen a few new horror films and everything. But let's get into the games. Let's jump into
No.
What?
I want to jump to something I haven't talked to you about yet.
What is it?
The one shot. Hell is a squared circle.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that yesterday.
I read it.
That's right.
Hold on. So I read it.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Right.
And I want to get your opinion first. Like, why? First off, it was great. I liked it. But why was it your favorite and you putting it again up with One Bad Day with Riddler?
Okay, well,
what made you? I guess
for those who don't know what we're talking about, Hell is a Squared Circle is a comic book that released last week.
It's published by Aftershock,
and it is a one-shot comic book. And it's about a wrestler who gets into some pretty nefarious shit. That's really all I'll say. And look, man, when I read it, I took my time with it. I feel like comic books like that are like of that length, you really got to devote time for it. You just read it. I had no music on, no distractions. I was
really, it was just the book.
I just read it, and I don't know, man. The story intrigued me. It was a very intriguing story. I know it's like maybe something you may have seen before.
Yeah.
Plenty of times, but the fact that it is attached to like the wrestling world, I don't know. That kind of got to me. I was like, this is really good. I don't know. I really connect with this one. This one's really good. It reminded me of Ringside, which kind of has a similar premise, which is like it's about the wrestling business. It's not necessarily about the wrestling itself. And that's what this one was about. It wasn't really about the wrestling as it was, like the shady shit, the behind the scenes stuff. I don't know. It was just well written.
But,
the ending was fucking great. I thought it was a good, it felt like reading something from Tales of the Crypt, like watching.
No, I got the same vibe. I was going to say it's kind of like if it was made into a creep show.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Episode or something, yeah.
Well, what did you think? I know you said it was great. But
I liked it. It just...
it's not your favorite, obviously.
No.
That's what I'm getting from
the thing is, because right away, when I first I read the first page, I knew right away, like, beat by beat, what was going to happen. He was going to get into trouble. He's going to murder someone and all that.
Okay, but beyond that, let's not
I know that.
Spoil too much.
But after that, I just knew, like, how it was going to go down,
Right.
But the ending... I saw that.
I feel like everyone will see the ending coming, but it's still the way it led up to it. I think is still really good.
Okay, the ending. I'm trying to say here. It wasn't a Jacob's Ladder situation, right, for the character, or is it all?
What do you mean by Jacob's Ladder situation? What do you mean? Should we just spoil spoiler alert, I guess, for anyone who
kinda. We don't know if you're gonna get into it.
It's
that
still
way,
a good book, read it. But okay, what do you mean by Jacob Flanner?
With the title like that, do you think it was taken like?
Like literal? You
Yeah.
mean? No, I don't think
No.
so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. I think it. Are you saying that it happened in his head, or like
Yeah, in
he's
his head.
in his own hell sort
Yeah,
of
and
thing?
this whole hell thing.
Yes and no. I don't think there's any like supernatural element
Oh,
to it.
okay.
If that's what you're saying,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
I don't think there
No.
is.
Okay.
You know, I think karma really just came back and fucking bit him in the ass. You know.
You think he? In the end.
Oh yeah, he's dead. He's definitely dead. If
Well,
not, then he's fucked.
Was
know?
the cops after him or the other guy?
Him.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
Okay.
him. Yeah, that's what I got the impression from.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess no one really knows what we're talking about because we're
Well,
not
no.
really spoiling the whole story.
So that's great. So,
But look, before we can move on,
Mhm.
if you want to read something that is purely wrestling, then do Powerbomb is that. It does its service.
that's the title, guys. Do a Powerball.
Yeah. That one I would recommend
Mm-hmm.
if you want to read something that is
Well,
about the wrestling part.
yeah, but like, you read it, but wait until I don't think it's done yet. Wait until the trade comes out.
Yeah,
then
wait
get-
until they collect it
'cause-
into a trade. Yeah, for sure.
Because if you're not like us who are, collect comics, you gotta wait for it. But yeah, that's a good
Yeah, it's a good
recommendation.
one.
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted, because I haven't talked to you about it. I keep fucking forgetting. And
Well, I mean, since we're on the topic of comic books, we might as well continue with that. What else have you been reading?
I haven't read the last issue yet of I Hate This.
I Hate This Place.
I Hate This Place by Image.
Is it called I Hate This Place, or is it called Fuck This Place? Or you can go both ways.
It can go both ways. It's I would say that title is more of a variant, kind of like what I Hate Fairyland,
Or it's called Fuck Fairyland.
kind of like that.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it just yet. I want to complete or tell the whole story yet. I just want to complete it first,
right.
then I can see
Mm-hmm.
if it's a good ending to it. Because I hate comics that lead up.
Something and it doesn't go anywhere. Kind of
Yeah,
thing.
then it just ends in a fucking shitty way. So I'm gonna
Right.
wait. I'm reading that. Like I was telling you, I was reading Detective Comics.
Yeah, we did talk about that a little bit. Yep.
Ram B.
He's really good. Yeah, he's
he's-
doing Swamp Thing, Detective Comics. You said he might be.
He's
He is
doing-
doing something for Marvel.
He's doing Carnage, I think.
Oh,
He
okay.
is doing Carnage.
Okay.
Like,
He's taking on all the monsters, huh?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
like I was telling you, I think he's focusing more on Detective Comics and all that, because you can
Right.
tell he's doing a great story with that.
Right.
What else?
Well, I know you read Vanish too, right?
Oh yeah,
From
that was
Donny Cates
that
that
was
just started.
cool.
I feel like that's been forever ago that we've been seeing.
I think
ads
it came
for
out
that
on
and
his
everything.
his version of
Oh, our best, not our best jacket.
What,
Substack kind of.
yeah, like
that.
what the Scott Snyder does.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but oh my god, like I told you, it's kind of like fucking.
You said Harry Potter meets Breaking Bad, or what was the other one? Harry Potter meets something.
Damn it!
Oh, the
The
boys. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's how I take it. I don't know if other people feel that way, but
Right.
when I read it like that, it's only for the first issue, but that's how I got the.
Is there anything that Donny Cates has done wrong, man? It feels like everything he puts out is just so unique and well written. Like of course, like with
Mhm.
Venom, and then he's doing the Hulk.
I feel like his earlier stuff, because his shit got canceled in his beginning. Like, what's the I think it's called Buzzkill. It's about a superhero who gets superpowers when he's drunk. And that was only like 4 issues,
And
and
they
he said
canceled
he
it.
was gonna make up to 12 or 10,
Oh, okay.
and it got canceled. So
Damn.
he had to wrap it up real fast, and he can tell it when
It
you
was
read it.
rushed,
It was
kinda.
rushed, and he can what the fuck? It felt like there was
Oh, okay.
more to it. But yeah, what about you?
Man, I don't. There's, I mean, you seen the stack of comic books I've been reading. I just finished Strange Academy. I finally finished that.
Oh, the whole series.
For
Okay.
now, it looks like they are gonna come back.
Yeah, season 2 they call it.
I mean, dude, Scotty Young is
I don't know. You think he's coming back to write it?
I
or-
hope so. I mean, he did a great job with Strange Academy. I think he knows how to handle all of those characters that were in that comic book really well. You know, that's probably the most, like the most people or characters I've seen in a comic book, and he juggles it really well, man. Strange Academy is pretty good. And if anyone's reading it, like, it feels like Degrassi. That's what it's called, right? Degrassi.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but with magic.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen Degrassi. Maybe it's the wrong comparison. It's High School Musical with magic.
Do they sing in
No,
it?
they don't.
It's a white
I don't know. I'm also, I finished, or not finished, but I caught up with Swamp Thing. I've got a few issues I'm reading, but Swamp Thing is
You
really
fucking
good.
had that for like 2 years in your fucking pile of comics.
Feels
Not-
like 2 years,
you
yeah.
fucking Jesus Christ.
But going back to Ram V, right?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Ram V?
Ramby.
I gotta really.
Ram.
Sorry for butchering the name, but Swamp Thing is fucking good, man. Probably the most poetic writing I've seen in a comic book in a long time, which Swamp Thing is really known for. You know, like when Alan Moore wrote him, it really comes off like everything that he wrote, all the dialogue, like it just feels like you're reading a fucking like poet's poetry.
Yeah.
And Ramsey just knows how to replicate that. And,
Yeah,
and the
that's
fucking art is so beautiful too.
like in the interior now?
Everything, yeah. All of it is just so good. The covers, you've seen the covers that have been coming out. That's enough for people to want to go pick that comic book up. Like, it's definitely up there. If we're going to do a list of comic books of the year, even though I'm late on the game, I would still say Swamp Thing is up there. It's fucking good. So I also been reading that. Finished No One Left to Fight 2. I think that's it. I think they might come
that's
back.
what you told me.
It ended off in a pretty great note.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z, but this has the same it has the same feeling, you know, as Dragon Ball Z. It's like you're reading a manga almost, but in comic book form, or watching an anime, or you know, it's just really well done, well executed. Anyone who's seen like any shonen anime, they will really like No One Left to Fight. It's just non-stop from beginning to end. And now I don't know if it's already in trade, the whole part 2, but people should read that for sure. That one's really good.
Well, read the first one then.
Then yeah, well, I feel like pick both of them up and then read them. So they're really good. Spider-Man in Marvel. I've been reading the Amazing Spider-Man, even though I haven't read any of the shit before. But the great thing about Marvel is that they always fucking relaunch.
Like every
You
fucking 6 months.
I think they're about to do it again. You said it, right? They're
Now
gonna
what-
relaunch some characters.
Well, not Spider-Man. That was recently. I'm talking about like with Miles, Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
Who else? The X-Men again. I don't know.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man is really good. If no one's been reading, is it still? No, it's not Dan Slott, right? He's not writing this one, is he?
Shit, 'cause that's a good question. I know. No. I think he's writing the other one that just came out. No,
But so far the current Amazing Spider-Man run.
no, I don't think he's writing it.
But it's still good though. Obviously, I think with Dan Slott, he people can attest to it. Like he's a good fucking writer. But I'm enjoying the new, I guess, run too.
Spider-Man.
The Amazing Spider-Man. Got to get that right because there's one called Spider-Man. There's a bunch of fucking other Spider-Man comic books, and of course I'm reading Batman. Chip Zdarsky finally writing.
Did you read the
Batman.
recent one?
No.
Okay.
I read the one before that, and that one's really good too. And I think it explains how failsafe became a thing, which is kind of cool actually, because so the way that comic book opens up is, you remember the movie Justice League Doom?
Yeah.
That's based off a comic book, right?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think so too.
But you know how like Batman had a contingency plan for every superhero. Well, it opens up with Superman basically saying like, yeah, well you're out. You know, nobody wants you in the Justice League because you've got their fucking weakness. And why would we want you if you're gonna you know, take us all out, or you have a contingency plan to take us all out.
Yeah.
And that little flashback ends with Superman telling him like, well, what is your contingency plan? What's the contingency plan for Batman? And I think he answers it, but it cuts back to the present moment, and it's failsafe. I think failsafe was his contingency plan, or if it's not him, I think it's the Batman. You know how he came out of the shadows looking like with the different suit,
Oh yeah,
Batman and everything. I think that is his contingency plan. Was that version of a Batman? Because that is essentially he created another Batman. If things were to go, I think he said he made that Batman for the reason of like, because to make the hard decisions that Bruce Wayne can't. He separated the Bruce Wayne from the Batman sort of thing, and he just created pure Batman. Is what.
So that's what safe is.
That's what not fail safe. The Batman that came out.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? I know it's gonna sound fucking confusing to people who don't know.
Yeah, but so you're saying that's a different.
That's a different Batman, or not a different Batman, but that's a Batman that he made or programmed for himself to so he doesn't have to have that part of himself that's Bruce Wayne, so that he can do the job and not have to worry about like.
So that Batman you're talking, I know which one you're talking about.
Yes, that's not a different Batman. That is the same Batman.
Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's just a different version of himself that he programmed to. So for when times like this happen, he could do what's necessary and not have Bruce Wayne basically intervene, sort of thing. God, it sounds so fucking confusing. I know. It sounds confusing.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure if anyone who listens to this and they're better fucking comic book reader, they're gonna fucking call me out on this shit, and that's fine. But that's what I've been reading. Is that, and God, there's so many that we haven't talked about yet, but those are the ones I think that are standing out to me the most right now.
Are you gonna continue reading Injustice, or we? Just
Yeah, so I read the first one. I think we're gonna say that right for another episode. Yeah, I finished it. I'm reading JLA from Grant Morrison. Because everyone's saying that that's the best fucking Justice League run. But I'm going to read after that. I'm going to read the second volume of Injustice. So, yeah. And I guess I can throw that into Deadpool Samurai I finished as well.
The manga?
Yeah, which is good. Really fucking good, too.
Really? Really
good. And I think there's a second volume and a third volume. It's like, it keeps going.
Oh, okay.
So.
You were saying it's kind of like if... like you were saying, like the writer who did that, like he got influenced by the movies, right? Like
no, he takes a lot of influence from the movies and just a lot of present day stuff from like what's going on in the MCU. He injects it into here, even with stuff like Venom from Sony. So
okay,
yeah, it's a good read for people who want to read. If you're in love with itching for Deadpool, especially with the announcement for Deadpool 3.
There you go.
Read
good
Deadpool
segue.
Good
segue.
Yeah, good segue, I guess. I don't know. You keep saying segue, but
segue.
We're segueing now
to Deadpool.
What do you think? Oh, and I saw the announcement. I fucking flipped my shit.
Me too.
And I was at work too. I had to fucking contain my excitement.
Always. At first, I thought it was fake. Like always.
Me too, but I don't know. I this is gonna sound weird, but like it's from IGN. Like they rarely put anything like false out there. God, it was so. It's awesome to fucking see Hugh Jackman come back. I mean, a part of me is like, let's leave Logan, like what they do with that movie, out of it, and as long as they can separate those two, which I think they've said it too, then I'm all in for it, man.
However, like I said, this is cool, man. Deadpool and Wolverine in a movie.
They've essentially been doing just team-ups now.
Like, what else do you want, man? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's like Deadpool 2 was with Cable.
But the thing that fucking kills it for me is 2 years from now it's coming out.
Well, that just tells me that they just fucking started this.
That's that's probably true. But oh my God, why did it took so long?
You know that's gonna be the biggest fucking shit to come out in 2024.
I know, dude.
You know it's gonna be the biggest fucking thing. I think that's supposed to come out right before Fantastic Four comes out.
Who gives a fuck?
No, people are saying that is probably how the Fantastic Four gets introduced is because of Deadpool 3.
No.
So who gives a fuck? Like everyone should give a fuck. This might be integral to the fucking MCU.
I'll say it again.
Stop snipping the fucking microphone.
I'll say it again.
What?
Who gives a fuck? All these reboots with fucking Fantastic Four never seem to work. I don't have my.
Damn, dude, you're fucking harsh about Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah, I don't got my hopes up on that. So.
Well, you're not excited for Doctor Doom.
Well, him, yeah.
You're not excited to see the fucking first family of Marvel come back onto the fucking screen.
You know who's the first family? The X-Men.
Well, no, technically, Fantastic Four is the first family.
They should just put them on side and put the X-Men.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take this fucking Fantastic Four slander, dude.
Oh, fuck off! Like you really give a shit about
I
Fantastic
do.
Four.
Don't tell me you got excited when you saw fucking John Krasinski come back, return, debut as Reed Richards.
Yeah, but him, he's the only best part of the Fantastic Four, I think.
Is Reed Richards?
Yeah.
Not the Thing? Oh my god. Alright, well
He's a piece of rock.
alright, whatever. He's a rock. What if he was played by The Rock?
It's not gonna work.
Okay, fine, whatever. Hank Schrader, who's
yeah, him. Yeah.
Nah, he's too small though.
Oh my god.
No, but the Thing is kind of short, right?
Yeah, he looks like you.
You fucking. All right, what about video games, man? What do you even?
What do you? No, you first.
No. No, you fucking.
I guess I can say my review for Last Judgment. I can say because I'm already. Sorry, I hit the mic. Like I'm already at the end, and I guess I can have already have the feel of the video game and how it goes and everything.
Right.
How can I? It's pretty good.
But you didn't sound convinced.
I know it just it follows the same beat as the other one in a way, cause
I can never fucking. The first one's called Judgment, right?
yeah,
And this was called Last Judgment.
yeah.
What did you expect to be different? They both have the same fucking name in the title.
Well, that's not the title. That it just. Well, I was gonna say the first one, I think, if I remember, this couple got I think a couple got murdered and in their house and the house got burned and all that shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yagami, that's the main character.
Right.
He's hired to see what happened and so on and so forth. And the thing about there's only two. I think there's gonna be more. Like with the Lost Judgment series, you can call it that way. Yeah, it always has something big behind the story. It starts so simple, like
right,
I said.
and then the plot just unravels and becomes bigger.
Yeah,
like isn't that how it is with every Yakuza game, though?
True.
You know, it's always something bigger than like.
But the Yakuza stories are way more intriguing than this. You know.
Well, I mean that's why they kind of. It's not from it kind of is the Yakuza. It's part of the Yakuza universe.
It's in the world, kind of like it's kind of like how Jane Silent Bob or like in every other movie, kind of like that. It's in the same world and shit.
Right.
I like it. It just I can't put my finger on it. That's the thing. I don't know. I can't really. How do you say? And I can't really explain why.
You don't like it, or what?
I like it. That's the thing. I'm in between of like if. I don't know. It's so weird.
I don't know what you're saying, man. You have me fucking lost.
I do. Yeah.
I'll move on to the next game. Then.
Well, hold on. Okay. I feel like the Last Judgment is way better than the last one. I feel like the Judgment, they just tipped their toes and everything because you couldn't do a lot. And this one is a little bit more open world. You can do the kind of similar thing, but it's like more expanded. Mm-hmm. You can jump to Camarucho. That's where he's from. I can't remember the next town where he's doing the investigation.
Right.
The story's about about bullying in the school, and he has to figure out why there's this whole bunch of bullying because a kid committed suicide. He jumped off the roof,
Shit.
and
Some dark
he
shit.
uncovers more and more and more of why what's going on. And like I just hit that mark where he just opened the whole
Pandora's box
yeah,
is open.
basically.
Okay. But can you still fly drones and fucking skateboard and shit?
That's the thing. It's less drones, and you can skateboard more.
Why the fuck? So you got this dark story, and then you can just fucking
Yeah,
skateboard. That's kind of that's the thing about these Yakuza games.
It's
man.
ridiculous, yeah. But I don't want to call it Yakuza because I feel like it's its own thing. Yeah, I feel like it's. I guess I haven't beaten it. That's why I feel still like.
I mean,
I'll say this: it's an 8 out of 10 though. It's really fun.
Well, hold on there.
Oh,
Hold on there, man.
uh-huh.
How about you reserve your judgment until you finish the game?
Oh yeah, I can't believe I opened one. Like I can put my I can say my review now.
And then you're like, well, because of because some fucking review that was.
Yeah.
Move on to the next game.
The fuck am I playing?
Besides Judgment.
Oh, Destroy All Humans.
Let's talk about this. Might as well.
Destroy All Humans 2, guys.
Guys.
This one, yeah, right out the gate, dude. It's so fun. I didn't. Well, I was about to say I didn't run into any bugs, but you can attest to that. But
yeah.
the only thing I ran into is that you can't. For now, it might be an update later, but for now, you can't save it manually. It auto saves, and that's it.
Oh fuck, man! I hate games that do that.
So lately, I think I hit the mic again. Lately, if let's say you get to a certain point, you pass the mission, and it auto saves, and you just quit to the main menu that way, and then close the game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that erase the majority what you did to the last save point.
That is
okay?
Why? Do you know if they're gonna add manual save?
I don't know if anyone has that.
Every fucking game needs to have it. I don't know why no games, not no games, but a lot of games don't have that.
That's
shit.
what I noticed. So if you just quit the game, like the main menu of the console and quit and close the game that way, it stays where you left off. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get.
But not lately, but the last time I played it, I did it that way. I closed the game from the console, where you press the button and you close the game and it closes it for you, and it fucking somehow erased the shit that I did like almost 2 to 4 hours.
It's to the point now where you're not even gonna fucking.
It kills it for you, man. If you like, I sat down last time like almost 2 to 4 hours of gameplay, and when I was like at the brink of like beating the game, it took me to the last fucking checkpoint, which was very fucking like. God, man. And that's what killed it for me.
Is it? In terms of the game, though, is there anything like? Cause I know the first one had its frustrating moments. Is there moments like this too, or is it?
No, it's way better than the first remake.
Good. At least that's good to know.
Like the first one was not so open world; it was just that same area.
I remember that.
It was more
like sandbox,
more linear sandbox. It wasn't so you couldn't explore a lot. And this one you can fly around, do some little side missions.
That's kind of cool.
I
want to play that so bad.
You can go to different places of the world, so on and so forth. The story's cool. Like the characters are fucking goofy.
It looks good too.
It looks good.
It looks fucking good.
And besides like that minor glitch, if you want to call it, or a bug of that game of the saving.
Yeah.
I didn't run into any other issues besides that. I think it takes maybe like 14 hours to beat, 16 hours.
That's pretty lengthy.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I think it's like the perfect length for a video game. It's like 14 hours on your first run on any game. It's pretty good. You know?
Sorry, now that I think about it, happened to 3 times the save point thing.
Damn.
So yeah, that one just fucking really killed it for me, dude. I don't know. I might go back to it, but for now,
at least you're gonna take a break.
I'm gonna take a break, dude.
That's what I told you to do,
yeah.
man. The first time that happened, I was like, dude, just take a break and then go back to it.
You know, it ticked me off because, like, what the hell's going on? There's no auto save or anything. You know.
Auto save? What do you mean?
I mean, a manual save.
Oh, okay.
If there's an option to load, but it loads the same fucking checkpoint. It doesn't load like. I don't know if anyone else has that issue. I should look it up because that really. Like
yeah, man, you should. I don't know. Maybe more people have it.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, everyone was just talking about how good it was.
You know, it's really fun, man. It brings. Yeah, I even told you like why people why do companies don't make games like this? Just simple, fun. Don't take it so seriously.
They take their time on it. Yeah, that kind of thing.
It brought me back as a kid. You know, like buying these type of games and stuff like that. You know. That one's. Should I rate it to him? That's like an 8 out of 10.
Damn, didn't you? But you were just praising the shit out of it, except for that.
Yeah.
We don't do rates here, okay? We don't do any ratings. Because the 2 games you just talked about, you haven't even fucking passed yet. So there's no point in rating it. I mean, but I know it's good. It looks fucking fun.
That's the thing. I'm still playing Lost Judgment, and like I said, I may have a couple more hours. Destroy All Humans, the same thing, but that thing happened. What else? I try to play Overwatch.
Oh my
that
God,
whole
man.
fucking mishap.
I don't even want to bother with Overwatch.
Me neither. I don't know if it's worth it.
It doesn't look any different, man.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I know for people who've probably been playing it up until the second one has come out, they might notice some changes, but I stopped playing Overwatch in like 2019, maybe 2018. I think I really stopped playing it.
I want to go back to it because of the holiday stuff.
Yeah,
that was fun.
I stopped playing it.
But besides that, that was the only time.
But I think I stopped playing it when they started adding like. I don't know if you call it restrictions, but like, you can only have one of each type of character. So there couldn't be like 3 fucking Tracers and 2 Winstons or whatever. Like everyone had to choose one person.
They fixed it, didn't they? On the
no, it's not like a bug or anything. It's just a decision that they made.
On the second one or
the first one? The first one.
Well, I remember you could pick.
I think there might have been another mode where you could have done that.
Yeah, there were different modes in the first one. Yeah.
But I don't know. I just stopped playing it. I was burnt out, and I still am. I tried like getting excited for it when I was watching all the previews and reviews for it, and I'm like, I just can't get into it. Maybe it's because they just haven't changed much of anything. Like new characters, sure, like whatever. It'll keep someone's attention for a while,
dude.
But there's nothing different.
The map that you were playing, it's similar to the last one. They
Yeah.
just fucking put a new coat of paint on it and make it say it's new. Like what the fuck? From that time gap from whenever you guys started working on it, you guys didn't do anything.
It seems like it. I don't know. Maybe people can tell us what they fucking changed or what's different, because I can't tell a difference. And look, I know I'm saying this, and I pre-ordered fucking Modern Warfare 2, which is, I guess, also sort of the same as the first one. But at least with Modern Warfare 2, it's at the moment more engaging than fucking playing Overwatch. You don't have to link your fucking phone number. Who knows? But they don't add that many restrictions to playing fucking Call of Duty like they did with Overwatch.
You know who I was watching a video from? It was too late at night and I was kind of high. Right. Was what's his name? Yong Yao, right? That's him. I was watching a video on it and he covered it like people that don't like the game so far. With all the bugs. Remember when you were trying to pick a character to see if we have the characters from the last one?
Yeah.
It's supposedly it's a bug.
Oh, really?
So it's like kind of flipped a little bit. Like you kind of get some of the characters and some of the new ones instead of like making it all the original characters
What
for
the
you.
fuck?
So shit like
They're
that.
fucking that up too?
There's a lot of fucking bugs in that game.
God,
Like tiny little bugs.
the first one came out in 2016. I know they've been not developing, but working on that 1st one, but why make a second one? Look, they've been supporting the shit out of the first Overwatch for years. You know, it makes sense for them to make a second one if they stopped supporting the first one after like 2017. But then they've been supporting the first one all the way up until the second one. And there's just no difference between the first and the second.
People are complaining about like legendary skins, like you can buy them for a character, and that they're not so different than the
Like
other
regular
color
skins?
pattern, that you got. Why?
Good
What makes
lord,
it so legendary? You know. Another one is, I guess the guy. Remember how we had trouble logging in and like linking it to our phone number and so on. I don't know what this guy did, but he did a similar thing. Oh, sorry, but the bug I was talking about, the way to fix it is just to close the game and come back, and it fixes it. But
we all
wants to
know
do
that's a hit and miss too,
Yeah.
even entering the fucking game.
and you have to wait in the queue. Remember all
Yeah.
this shit. But I think a guy tried to log in his account. I guess it's not suspended, but you want to call it like a suspended.
Might as well, but like what happened?
And it says when he tries to log in, he has to wait 371 days to
That's
play
all fucking year.
to play the fucking game.
Man, no, fuck Overwatch.
Because
Man.
I think he did something weird to it.
Fuck that.
Try to log in or play a game or something, and he didn't do anything wrong, and he got suspended
No.
for it.
If it were me, I'd be like, I'm done. I mean, he is done. He can't play it
For a whole fucking
unless
year.
he makes another account or whatever. But no, dude, fuck that. Fuck
So,
Overwatch.
yeah, if you're interested, watch that video.
I just might after this.
He covers like all the bugs and like
Good
when
lord.
he told me about the character things, like you get some new ones, some old ones.
Right.
It's like it's a bug too. So I'm like, God damn, dude. Like people even say like we missed the old.
I missed the
Oh.
new. I mean, the old Overwatch.
No, like even the season pass is not worth of like buy like. Is there
Oh,
for
the battle pass?
the
Yeah.
battle pass? Sorry, is there a free one or you can buy it?
I think. Well, that's the thing with every multiplayer game is that there's a free version and then there's one that you unlock if you pay money
Well,
for it.
what you understand, again, I was high. I was just like, I was paying attention to the game I was playing and listening to what he was saying.
You really gotta stop doing.
Yeah. But what he was saying, I think, like, it's not even worth grinding the paid version of the battle pass because there's
Good
nothing
lord,
like interesting in it to unlock.
what is going on, man?
Yeah, like that's why
Say what you will about Call of Duty, but at least the grind is somewhat worth it in that.
Yeah, that's why people are saying like they should just bring back the old loot box and stuff like
Really, that was controversial too. Now they
Yeah.
want that back.
that. That's how bad it is,
Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's what
Alright.
he was saying. So
Well, this shit's still developing, so we'll see what. Well, maybe we'll talk about it next time we record. We'll see. Well, now let's. Because I haven't even fucking.
Oh,
I've
sorry.
been letting you talk about all this shit.
well,
Might as well talk
you
about.
keep you keep like putting it in different segments, like
Yeah.
so. Okay, what were you playing, Albert? Which no one gives a fuck.
No one gives a shit about your fucking.
Nobody gives a fuck about Reddit review neither. So
No, they don't. Well, I guess the one we can talk about because it is spooky season is Madison.
okay.
It's a shorter game, man. It's Visage. I think took me
That took
12
you,
hours to beat, which is kind of unheard of when it comes to these fucking horror games nowadays. Especially the ones where I guess you can classify it as like a walking simulator where all you're really doing is solving puzzles and shit. Visage took me about 12 hours to beat, but it was terrifying the entire fucking time. For those who want to know our review, just go back on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Spotify, you won't be able to, but if you go on YouTube, you can go back and see our catalog of videos. Go to the Halloween episode. I talk about Visage there.
It
But-
wasn't its own thing. Okay.
No. Maybe, but I think I talk about it there too. Madison, in comparison, took me about. Well, the length of the game is probably around 3 hours, but it took me maybe four-ish hours. Let me start off with the positives first. It is dripping with atmosphere, and that's something I think most developers nowadays who are doing horror games, they get it right. Everything, I call it like the PT like vibe. Every game can nail it. It's very easy to capture the same feeling as PT. Visage did it. Madison does it. So right off the bat, the fucking atmosphere is good. You hear fucking doors opening from places you can hear it. Hear shit creaking. You can hear like things dropping. But it repeats, so that it kind of takes you out of it. After a while, those sounds repeat again. So it's nothing new. It's not dynamic. It's always the same door, creak, noise, but it's still effective. It's still kind of atmospheric. The other thing is that there's voice acting in here too, which is actually really good. I was surprised by how good the voice acting is.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm not kidding. The voice acting in this shit is good. Whoever they hired, they did a great fucking job.
The main character sounds like a whiny little...
Oh, he does sound like a whiny bitch, but he did a good job at sounding like it. I think all of us will sound like a whiny bitch if we're afraid. You know?
Who's there?
Those are the exact lines from the game. So the voice acting is good. Visually, it looks fucking great. No complaints there. The creature designs, terrifying. You get chased by... I think there's only 3 types of enemies that chase you, but it's terrifying. And the use of the camera to complete puzzles is also pretty good too. I was surprised towards the end there are 2 puzzles in the game that are ridiculously fucking confusing and a little bit hard too. So towards the end of the game, you're having to do this puzzle with clocks. There's a bunch of clocks around the house. And once you open up a safe, you get a, I don't know what you call those, but it's the fucking centerpiece of the clock where you get times on the dials and shit. And you have to go and grab the right fucking clock face. That's what it's called. It's a clock face. And you have to go into this room where it's all clocks, and you have to match it to each clock that's on the on each side of the room, like each wall of the room. But it's randomized. So when I try to look it up for the solution, there's no reason to look it up. Everything's randomized. So when I'm looking for these fucking clock faces around the house, you're getting jump scared by a fucking lady. You have to look and find for each fucking one that's gonna match the room and shit. It literally took me a day to understand the fucking puzzle. And once I understood it, I was like, oh, this shit's not, it's not fucking difficult at all. I'm just a moron. I don't understand it. And then there's another one that's kind of similar too. So I was impressed when I saw that. I was like, God damn, they really took their times with the puzzles. The not titular, I was about to say titular, but the main villain, or I guess the main demon, is called Bloonies. And he's fucking terrifying. He gets hyped up in the game from like the very start, and then you don't encounter him until the very, very end. Bloonies is like the best way I can describe him is that demon from The Conjuring 2. You know which one I'm talking about? The one that has a hat. The fucking hat. What the fuck's his name?
The Crooked Man.
Yeah, he's like that. It's fucking good, man. They really designed that character really well. But on to the negatives. It is short, so it took me about, like I said, maybe like 4 hours in total to pass. And I think you paid $40 for it. So I don't think it's worth the price. But if it's 20, it's worth it. It relies too much on jump scares towards the end, which kind of sucks. It takes you out of it. After a while, you become numb to it. And the thing about Visage is that they had that dynamic, like paranormal activity events where it just happens randomly, so you're always on your toes. And this one, it happens kind of randomly, but after a while, it seems like you're on a roller coaster and you're just gonna get jump scared. And I don't know, it takes me out of it. And there's no collectibles. There's no reason to go and explore, because you'll get fucking jump scared. There's no action. Obviously, it's like Visage, so you're not fucking hitting things or whatever, or attacking the monster. I think you attack the Bloonies by taking a picture of them. You don't like that shit. Other than that, man, it's just kind of, it's like a 7 for me. If we were to rate it, I'd give it like a 7. It's probably the most terrifying game I played this year, but of all time,
Is Visage.
it's still Visage, which you refuse to fucking play.
Yeah, I'm a chicken. I'll admit it right here.
You sound almost like Michael Madsen for a second. I'm a bitch. I'm mid right here.
Hold on. Before you continue to whatever you're gonna talk about, remember on the Xbox, there's a sale going on and Bright Memories in there.
Yeah.
It's like $5, right?
Uh-huh.
So you know, say how long this game is. Guess how long this fucking game is.
Half hour.
Yeah.
Really? A half fucking hour?
It's 40 minutes to an hour.
Well, you gotta understand the thing is made by like 2 people.
But to make it free at this point, dude. I spent $20 on the second one, and it was only 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like I got robbed. I'm not saying it's not a bad game, but the length for the price is not.
It's not worth it.
Like, yeah, the first one's an hour, and the second one's only like
Half
another
hour?
hour.
So
Yeah.
you just add another fucking half hour to your playtime?
And
That's
then-
kind of fucking.
Yeah, it's like fucking ridiculous at
It
this
makes
point.
Resident Evil 3 look like a fucking lengthy ass game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which that one's pretty fucking short too. The
Okay,
other
well,
game I've been playing is Proteus. At least one that's worth mentioning is Proteus. Which, if people don't know what Proteus is, it's a first-person shooter
act like you didn't know neither.
in the same vein as Doom and Dusk
Mm-hmm.
or Quake. I compare a lot to like Doom 64. The sprites and everything, they kind of remind me of that. But it's really fucking good. You see me play it. It's not on the same level as Eternal, but I would put it up there with it too, which is rare for someone like me because I don't think anything came close to Doom Eternal when it came out. Any first-person shooter that came out after that, I couldn't, like, it just didn't. It didn't give me the same adrenaline like as fucking Eternal. But Proteus, like, it's up there, man. It's a really good game for anyone who wants to play after you finish Doom Eternal or like Dusk. Play fucking Proteus. It's worth it. I think it's $25, so it is a little hefty price tag, but you're getting a lot of good content for it. I think you get like 8 to 10 hours for the campaign, and then you get community maps, and you can just play whatever people like, all their levels and shit, which is really cool. The only thing that I will say that is kind of a negative is that there's no collectibles in that game either. So like in Eternal, you get to collect vinyls, you get to collect the toys, you get to collect all that shit. This one, you just collect ore, like mineral ores to upgrade.
That's it.
Which is kind of bullshit that they would lock that shit away with ores. What the fuck are you looking at?
Nothing.
You're like looking right behind me.
I'm looking at your fucking toys, asshole.
Was one of them moving?
No.
Okay, good. And the music is made by, I think, hopefully I pronounce it right, Andrew Holscher.
Skrillex, yeah. Sorry, who?
I already said it, I'm not going to repeat it, okay? He did the DLC for
Eternal.
Doom Eternal,
Yeah.
the Ancient Gods DLC. And he did a fantastic job with Proteus too. It reminds me of like if Trent Reznor did like the soundtrack for...
He did for Quake.
Yeah, I know he did for Quake, but it sounds
Black
like
Ops.
if he did the... Can you stop naming the fucking... so the
It's
music
true,
is
though.
great. The graphics have this like really cool nostalgic look to it. It almost feels like you're playing...
Nintendo 64.
Are you gonna fucking keep like finishing my sentences, you bitch?
Fine, fuckface.
It's like that. It's a good game though. I mean, you are right about the Nintendo 64 part. It's worth it, man. I got on Game Pass. If anyone has Game Pass, how are you not playing this shit right now?
You didn't
it's a
know about it
good-
when you looked it up.
Can you? Why I have to peel back the layers, then? Okay.
Like you didn't peel back the layers last episode.
About what?
I don't remember.
These episodes are out of order, Eder. Who knows what I'm gonna upload next?
You fucking asshole.
You know?
Okay, so this has been.
Oh, there you go. We're not fucking done.
Okay. Sorry, go.
So if you got Game Pass, play it on there. It's worth it. Yeah, that's it.
Weren't you playing another game from Game Pass?
Sable right
no,
now.
not that one. Wild West. You haven't.
Well, yeah. I mean, I haven't hardly put any hours in. I can't talk about it.
You ding dong. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah,
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done now.
Fucking
I'll
ass.
do better when I review my games.
I'll do better. Hey, do better, Eder.
I just.
Actually finish the damn game.
Yeah! I really suck at explaining stuff, you know?
I know that.
Okay, so it's been Two Brothers, guys.
Um,
Thank you for listening.
Look, hey, hold on. Fuck. Shit. Look, we really appreciate you guys listening. I know we just bullshit here, and you know you don't have to take our fucking opinions seriously and everything. So hopefully you guys stick around. And, we will eventually have Maurice on the podcast.
And more guests.
Like who? Tall Josh and Maurice and who else? Huh? What are you planning on fucking bringing in the podcast?
A1. You keep forgetting your
Oh.
other friend. Oh, that's fucked up.
No,
huh?
no. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Look, no. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I forgot. Okay, now you're making me look bad. We should wrap this up. Look,
my
thank you guys for listening. Follow us on Spotify. We are now on every
Platform
that you can think of. Listen to us, and you don't have to just go on YouTube. It's still an option to. Please subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. Leave a review. And we'll be back with another episode of Two Brothers.
Two Brothers.